when they see us, they see our energy field.
So if I ask you, what do you do professionally?
So with the help of the horses, we're able to take people's challenges they've got in life. If you are asking them to walk with you, you are asking them effectively to put their life in your hands.
What is your challenges running this business now?
The biggest challenge,
As a partner working together with Wendy, so if anybody booking session or trying to having a trial tour with your organization or your families, please do get in touch. We have a special promotion code here for you. Welcome Jojo's Cross Border. Beautiful sky. I'm in Surrey, the holistic horse and pony center. I'm gonna interview the founder to talk about how we can work with the horses to healing our heart. Look at the beautiful horse. This is the founder.
with the help of the horses, we're able to take people's challenges they've got in life. And so we're able to help people that are experiencing anxiety find calm, maybe teenagers that haven't got good coping strategies that are maybe working against them, how to find different ways to cope through life. And same for teams, leaders and entrepreneurs and businesses, we're able to help expand their business. So first of all, we like to just let you have time working with the horse, just getting to know them, and just notice any thoughts that come up, any belief systems, you know, if she reacts in a certain way, does that make you feel something? Or what your first impression is. As we know from science, everything is energy and everything is based on our belief systems. And what we don't realise, most of us aren't aware of what our unconscious beliefs are doing to our life. And I liken that to, think of it as an iceberg.
Yeah.
So an iceberg that you can see the bit above the waterline is like your conscious beliefs. Mm-hmm. And so we're aware of those. We know what we're thinking. But as we know, the Titanic was sunk by the bit of iceberg that they couldn't see.
It's the huge one they didn't
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what can happen to our life. We can get sunk by our unconscious belief systems that we may not realise we've taken on as a child. We may not realise we've absorbed society's belief in something. And because all of our belief systems and emotions exhibit and emit an energy field, the horses live responding to energy. They are a prey animal and their whole life is about responding to the energy of the weather, the energy, they can sense the energy of a predator, they can sense the energy of one another. And so when they see us, they don't see us physically first, they see our energy field. And they respond to what's going on in our breathing, so they can sense when we're feeling anxious, tight and everything else. And working with the horses in the way that we're able to, our horses are very experienced with that, is to be able to get people to recognise their patterns. And then my role is to help pose a question. I see what's happened and then I'll just pose a question to help bring up that answer that's already within you. Now notice, as you ask, what happened to the contact. Did it stay loose or did it?
Oh no, when I ask, so I start to put my force, so drag it,
Yeah, okay. So when we were doing sessions like that, we would inquire to our students, okay, where is that happening in life? Where are we communicating with a bit of force rather than request? Okay, so that'd be my first question for you, just to ponder, because at this first stage of the sessions, we're just exploring our patterns. And it's usually within the sort of first 5 or 10 minutes that what's really leaking out of us, what's going on, comes out, and that's what we want. If you are asking them to walk with you, you are asking them effectively to put their life in your hands. That's how they see it.
That's how they see it,
So they are saying, are you worthy of
For them
that.
to trust you.
To trust you to make the right decisions. So now have that intention about where you want to go.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
And now we're going to lift your energy in that direction.
Yeah.
Okay. And then make a step forward. Just wait, wait, wait. That's it.
Good
Right. See the
girl.
difference?
I see.
Horses are a one-time learner. They haven't got time to go and set up a meeting and yet another meeting and then 3 more meetings to decide, okay, which we humans do, don't we? They have
Pure instinct.
They have to respond in the moment, otherwise they're dead.
Yeah.
And so
That's their nature.
absolutely. So to survive 65 million years, they have to have a great system.
Yeah. And then is that particular requirements for the horses working here?
Any horse could mirror something, but working therapeutically with people, not all horses want to do that. And so it's absolutely imperative that horses have a choice to work with you and to be able to leave if they want to end the session. And they will start showing real sort of signs that, okay, I'm done now. If we had Braveheart in there, he has a sort of like an inbuilt clock that he'll give you about half an hour and then he's like, I'm out of here. And then he'll go and take the fence, the latch over the gate, take it off and then go and put himself back in his field. Notice when she was able to take you, when she said no and you went back. So all these are little, they're not trying, again, notice she's managed to push you off your feet. So they're all, I wouldn't say they're testing, they're just asking, who is the leader here? Okay, at the moment, she is. Because she has been able to make requests or do things and been able to take you off your centre, make you change your mind, change your decisions. Okay? So when we want to be, and this is how horses can really support us, learning how to be a strong leader, where we stay clear in our decision making.
Right.
Okay? If someone, although the horse is trying to push us off centre, not deliberately, they just need to know. This is what they do in the herd, that they will find out, am I over you or you over me? Do you make the decisions or I make the decisions?
Yeah.
Because when the lion comes along,
it makes
they
sense.
haven't got time to go and have a meeting for, for 2 hours.
No.
Who's going to be the leader? Okay?
It makes sense. Come on.
So you have to have that strong, this is where we're going, this is what we're doing, and you're learning to step into your power, not step out of hers. Okay?
Okay, let's go.
So if you think about how horses are communicating in the field, they're not chatting away like we as humans do.
No.
So the more we can learn non-verbal communication, this is what actually translates to our teams, to other leaders. Or as a leader, you can have great presence without saying a word. You can be a leader, and you probably can think of people, and probably times when you are of that yourself, where just your presence and your energy is enough to silence a room or command what you need. That wasn't overly affectionate. It was another exploration of how are you going to maintain your boundary. Think of 3 or 4 blocks that have come up. So then we would allocate one of these obstacles to represent loss of direction. Okay?
Okay.
I'm just going to wait here. Let you explore. And just notice what you're thinking, what comes up as a feeling. I remember one particular lady who came to overcome a fear of riding. She just stood in the stable with one of the horses, and all of a sudden she just burst into tears and was suddenly able to let go of 5 years of grief of losing one of her children to a bad accident. And she hadn't been able to go counselling, she hadn't been able to go doing all the crew stuff or any of that. But suddenly, just working with the horse just melted her. Just his authenticity, his holding space, it just created a safety for just letting that emotion come out. And so what started to happen is that we weren't even getting on the horse, and the horses started doing they're healing. And so we just worked with horses on the ground, and so it didn't become about riding them. It just came about come along with whatever challenge you've got, and the horse will help sort it. And what did Athena most importantly teach you there?
It's a pause.
Yes.
Pause, reconnected, charging your energy there, and listen to her, and then action.
Yeah. And so when we haven't got the horse, we translate that to ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The power of the pause is so underestimated.
Yeah.
In this day and age, and particularly women, I've noticed the ones that I coach, who are so busy doing, and chasing after opportunities, that actually we push more opportunity away from us because we're so busy doing.
Like what we did there.
Yeah,
it's so busy. Yeah.
Yeah, and that pushes us into our untrue masculine energy. Whereas when the power of the pause helps us get back into our feminine energy, which allows, instead of reaction,
Yeah.
if we take that word and change it around, we go into creation. And we go into creation when we're still. If you think about the bumblebee,
Yeah.
busy, but the only time it's effective is when it sits still on that plant to collect the nectar. And that's what we need to be. Be more bumblebee.
That is amazing. What is your challenges running this business now? How many horses do you have back?
We have 28 horses. And the biggest challenge is naturally, things like hay costs, feed costs. Staffing is probably tripled in wages in the last few years. The rents, business rates, everything has escalated. And yet you can't quite match what it costs to keep your horse or charge for riding or for a session to what's realistic.
So what is the running fee for?
For us, it's between 25 and 30k a month.
A month?
A month.
Wow. Okay, 25k or 30,000 a month, just running. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you pay for a horse is very expensive to keep. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it is an enormous pressure. And that's why diversifying is important. So we have a little bit of livery, we have riding school, and we have the therapeutic stuff. And then our vision is to have more and more corporates being able to come expand on team building days, leadership days, in order then to help support these teenagers that can't get the funding.
Yeah, okay. Are the horses being well taken care of here?
Oh,
They're babies?
We don't have babies.
How many hours they're working?
They don't work excessive hours. They have a life as well, and most of them work 3 or 4 days a week. And so they're doing what they love. I'm all about people must follow their own truth. And if 5 days a week isn't your truth, then that gives an opportunity for someone who just wants a couple of days as well. So we're able to create jobs to the way people want to be able to work. And I think that's half of the secret, is not forcing people to do things they don't want to do, but find the strengths of what they love doing, and you allow them to pick up the ball and run with it.
So even the horses have a choice, okay, which clients I need to work for, what type of clients, and how many hours I can work or not. So same things as a work-life balance topics. People talk about that.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's so important,
important, yeah.
And my motto is, when you make it true for you, you make it true for them, for whoever them are.
For them.
Yeah.
For the whole.
So what it can be, when you make it true for yourself as a parent, you'll make it true for the kids and the family. When you make it true for yourself as a leader, you'll make it true for the team. Because every time we're not following our truth, we're breaking a piece of our heart, but also we're not coming from an authentic space. So the more we can encourage true authenticity in the workplace, then you get the best from everybody.